matters. Noun, substance, material. Verb, to be important. Chairs. Noun, an item of furniture used to sit on or in, comprising a seat, legs, back, and sometimes arm rests, for use by one person. Compare stool, couch, sofa, settee, loveseat and bench. Verb, to act as chairperson at, to preside over. Noun, a chairman or chairwoman, someone who presides over a meeting, board, etc. Noun, a chair-like device used for performing execution by electrocution. Display. Noun, a show or spectacle. Verb, to show conspicuously, to exhibit, to demonstrate, to manifest. Knee. Noun, in humans, the joint or the region of the joint in the middle part of the leg between the thigh and the shank. Verb, to kneel to. Composing. Verb, to make something by merging parts. Blooming. Verb, to cause to blossom, to make flourish. Noun, the act by which something blooms. Adjective, opening and blossoms. Flowering. Adverb, often followed by well, bloody, bleeding, extremely. Morning. Noun, the part of the day from dawn to noon. Interjection, a greeting said in the morning. Shortening of good morning. Expedition. Noun, the act of expediting something. Prompt execution. Verb, to take part in a trip or expedition. To travel. Foul. Adjective, covered with, or containing unclean matter. Dirty. License. Noun, a legal document giving official permission to do something. A permit. Verb, to give a formal, usually written, authorization. Account. Noun, a registry of pecuniary transactions. A written or printed statement of business dealings or debts and credits. And also of other things subjected to a reckoning or review. Beginners. Noun, someone who is just starting at something, or has only recently started. Fan. Noun, a handheld device consisting of concertined material, or slats of material, gathered together at one end, that may be opened out into the shape of a sector of a circle and waved back and forth in order to move air towards oneself and cool oneself. Verb, to blow air on something, by means of a fan. Handheld, mechanical or electrical, or otherwise. Grade. Noun, a rating. Verb, to assign scores to the components of an academic test. Highlighted. Verb, to make prominent, emphasize. Interaction. Noun, the situation or occurrence in which two or more objects or events act upon one another to produce a new effect. The effect resulting from such a situation or occurrence. Funnel. Noun, a utensil in the shape of an inverted hollow cone terminating in a narrow pipe. For channeling liquids or granular material. Typically used when transferring said substances from any container into ones with a significantly smaller opening. Verb, to use a funnel. Encourages. Verb, to mentally support, to motivate, give courage, hope or spirit. Inquisitive. Adjective, eager to acquire knowledge. Build. Noun, the physique of a human body. Constitution or structure of a human body. Verb, to form something, by combining materials or parts. Heated. Verb, to cause an increase in temperature of an object or space. To cause to become hot. Often with up. Adjective, very agitated, angry or impassioned. Complete. Noun, a completed survey. Verb, to finish, to make done, to reach the end. Adjective, with all parts included, with nothing missing. Full. Initial. Noun, the first letter of a word or a name. Verb, to sign one's initial, S, as an abbreviated signature. Adjective, chronologically first, early, of or pertaining to the beginning. Cause or origin. Note. Noun, heading, a symbol or annotation. Verb, to notice with care, to observe, to remark, To heed. Category. Noun. A group, often named or numbered, to which items are assigned based on similarity or defined criteria. Elaborate. Verb. To develop in detail or complexity. Adjective. Complex, detailed, or sophisticated. Awe. Noun. A feeling of fear and reverence. Verb. To inspire fear and reverence in. Founded. Verb. To start. An institution or organization. Verb. To melt, especially of metal in an industrial setting. Adjective. Having a basis. Floor. Noun. The interior bottom or surface of a house or building. The supporting surface of a room. Verb. To cover or furnish with a floor. Align. Verb. To form a line, to fall into line. Calculated. Verb. To determine the value of something or the solution to something by a mathematical process. Adjective. Arrived at or determined by mathematical calculation. Ascertained mathematically. Masters. Noun. Someone who has control over something or someone. Verb. To be a master. Noun. In combination. A vessel having a specified number of masts. Noun. A master's degree. HTTP. Noun. Alternative spelling of HTTP. Certificate. Noun. A document containing a certified statement. Verb. To supply with a certificate, especially following certification. Courtesy. Noun. Polite behavior. Adjective. Given or done as a polite gesture. Verb. To make a curtsy. Cry. Noun. A shedding of tears. The act of crying. Verb. To shed tears, to weep. Mention. Noun. A speaking or notice of anything, usually in a brief or cursory manner. Used especially in the phrase make mention of. Verb. To make a short reference to something. Congratulations. Noun. The act of congratulating. Interjection. Expressing praise and approval. Expressing approbation. Magazines. Noun. A non-academic periodical publication, generally consisting of sheets of paper folded in half and stapled at the fold. Freeway. Noun. A road designed for safe, high-speed operation of motor vehicles through the elimination of at-grade intersections. Usually divided and having at least 2 lanes in each direction. A dual carriageway with no at-grade crossings. A motorway. Assist. Noun. A helpful action or an act of giving. Verb. To help. Experiment. Noun. A test under controlled conditions made to either demonstrate a known truth, examine the validity of a hypothesis, or determine the efficacy of something previously untried. Verb. To conduct an experiment. Aisle. Noun. A wing of a building, notably in a church separated from the nave proper by piers. Boiler. Noun. A person who boils something. Hopeless. Adjective. Without hope, despairing, not expecting anything positive. Exceed. Verb. To be larger, greater than, something. Mistakenly. Adverb. Wrongly, erroneously. Blood. Noun. A member of the Los Angeles gang the Bloods. Noun. A vital liquid flowing in the bodies of many types of animals that usually conveys nutrients and oxygen. Invertebrates. It is colored red by hemoglobin. Is conveyed by arteries and veins. Is pumped by the heart and is usually generated in bone marrow. Verb. To cause something to be covered with blood. To bloody. Decreased. Verb. Of a quantity, to become smaller. Belief. Noun. Mental acceptance of a claim as true. Ballet. Noun. A classical form of dance. Verb. To perform an action reminiscent of ballet dancing. Grandmother. Noun. A mother of someone's parent. Commit. Noun. The act of committing, e.g. a database transaction or source code into a source control repository, making it a permanent change. Verb. To give in trust. To put into charge or keeping. To entrust. To consign. Used with to or formerly unto. Code. Noun. A short symbol, often with little relation to the item it represents. Verb. To write software programs. Charlotte. Noun. A dessert consisting of sponge cake filled with fruit and cream or custard. Mention. Noun. A speaking or notice of anything, usually in a brief or cursory manner. Used especially in the phrase make mention of. Verb. To make a short reference to something. Investigator. Noun. One who investigates. Coupons. Noun. A section of a ticket, showing the holder to be entitled to some specified accommodation or service. As to a passage over a designated line of travel, a particular seat in a theater, a discount, etc. Creation. Noun. Something created such as an invention or artwork. Ceiling. Verb. To line or finish. A surface, such as a wall, with plaster, stucco, thin boards, or similar. Noun. The overhead closure of a room. Colleague. Noun. A fellow member of a profession. Staff. Academic faculty or other organization. An associate. Verb. To unite or associate with another or with others. Confused. Verb. To puzzle, perplex, baffle, bewilder somebody. Adjective. Of a person, unable to think clearly or understand. French. Verb. To prepare food by cutting it into strips. Greatness. Noun. The state, condition, or quality of being great. General. Noun. A general fact or proposition. A generality. Verb. To lead. Soldiers. As a general. Adjective. Including or involving every part or member of a given or implied entity. Whole, etc. As opposed to specific or particular. Adverb. In a general or collective manner or sense. In most cases. Upon the whole. Authority. Noun. The power to enforce rules or give orders. Necessary. Noun. Usually with the definite article. A place to do the necessary business of urination and defecation. An outhouse or lavatory. Adjective. Required. Essential. Whether logically inescapable or needed in order to achieve a desired result or avoid some penalty. Finally. Adverb. At the end or conclusion. Ultimately. Handshake. Noun. The grasping of hands by two people when greeting, leave-taking, or making an agreement. Verb. To perform a handshake. To shake hands. Click. Noun. A brief, sharp, not particularly loud, relatively high-pitched sound produced by the impact of something small and hard against something hard, such as by the operation of a switch, a lock or a latch, or a finger pressed against the thumb and then released to strike the hand. Verb. To cause to make a click, to operate a switch, etc., so that it makes a click. Interjection. The sound of a click. Flexible. Noun. Something that is flexible. Adjective. Capable of being flexed or bent without breaking. Able to be turned or twisted without breaking. Hash. Noun. Food, especially meat and potatoes, chopped and mixed together. Verb. To chop into small pieces. To make into a hash. Captured. Verb. To take control of. To seize by force or stratagem. Indeed. Adverb. Modal. Truly. In fact. Actually. Interjection. Indicates emphatic agreement. Fan. Noun. A handheld device consisting of concerted material, or slats of material, gathered together at one end, that may be opened out into the shape of a sector of a circle and waved back and forth in order to move air towards oneself and cool oneself. Verb. To blow air on something, by means of a fan. Handheld, mechanical or electrical, or otherwise. Engineering. Verb. To design, construct or manage something as an engineer. Noun. The application of mathematics and the physical sciences to the needs of humanity and the development of technology. Evaporate. Verb. to transition from a liquid state into a gaseous state. Cookie. Noun. A small, flat, baked good which is either crisp or soft but firm. Verb. To send a cookie to a user, computer, etc. Creates. Verb. To bring into existence, sometimes in particular smiley face. Doubts. Noun. Disbelief or uncertainty about something. A particular instance of such disbelief or uncertainty. Verb. To be undecided about. To lack confidence in. To disbelieve. To question. Collected. Verb. To gather together. Amass. Adjective. Gathered together. Dishes. Noun. A vessel such as a plate for holding or serving food. Often flat with a depressed region in the middle. Verb. To put in a dish or dishes. Serve. Usually food. Noun. Dishwashing. Adjusted. Verb. To modify. Adjective, which has been compensated in order to avoid bias. Call off. Verb. To recall. To cancel or call a halt to. Greengrocer. Noun. A person who sells fresh vegetables and fruit, normally from a relatively small shop. Black. Noun. The color perceived in the absence of light, but also when no light is reflected, but rather absorbed. Verb. To make black. To blacken. Adjective. Of an object, absorbing all light and reflecting none. Dark and hueless. Blender. Noun. A machine outfitted with sharp blades. For mashing, crushing or liquefying food ingredients. Decides. Verb. To resolve. A contest, problem, dispute, etc. To choose, determine, or settle. Glitches. Noun. A problem affecting function. Verb. Especially of machines. To experience an intermittent, unexpected, malfunction. Dressed. Verb. To fit out with the necessary clothing. To clothe. Put clothes on. Something or someone. Adjective. Having been subjected to a preparatory process or treatment. Treated. Prepared. Chooses. Verb. To pick. To make the choice of. To select. Busy. Noun. A police officer. Verb. To make somebody busy or active. To occupy. Adjective. Crowded with business or activities. Having a great deal going on. Finishes. Noun. An end. The end of anything. Verb. To complete something. Basically. Adverb. In a fundamental, essential or basic manner. Fights. Verb. To contend in physical conflict. Either singly or in war. Battle, etc. Noun. An occasion of fighting. Huge. Adjective. Very large. Circle. Noun. A two-dimensional geometric figure. A line. Consisting of the set of all those points in a plane that are equally distant from a given point. Center. Verb. To travel around along a curved path. Injure. Verb. To wound or cause physical harm to a living creature. Dock. Noun. Any of the genus Rumex of coarse weedy plants with small green flowers related to buckwheat. Especially common dock. And used as potherbs and in folk medicine. Especially in curing nettle rash. Designs. Noun. A specification of an object or process. Referring to requirements to be satisfied and thus conditions to be met for them to solve a problem. Verb. To plan and carry out. A picture. Work of art. Construction, etc. Alley. Noun. A narrow street or passageway. Especially one through the middle of a block giving access to the rear of lots or buildings. Bluefish. Noun. A voracious fish, Pomatomus saltatrix, found in waters of the Atlantic and Indian Ocean. Geography. Noun. A description of the Earth, a treatise or textbook on geography, an atlas or gazetteer. Charm. Noun. An object, act or words believed to have magic power. Usually carries a positive connotation. Verb. To seduce. Persuade or fascinate someone or something. Namesake. Noun. one who is named after another or for whom another is named. Verb, to name somebody after somebody else. Cleaner. Noun, a person whose occupation is to clean floors, windows and other things. Jumping. Verb, to propel oneself rapidly upward, downward and or in any horizontal direction such that momentum causes the body to become airborne. Noun, the act of performing a jump. Adjective, exuberantly active, in full swing. Freight. Noun, payment for transportation. Verb, to transport goods. Annoying. Verb, to disturb or irritate, especially by continued or repeated acts. To bother with unpleasant deeds. Noun, that which annoys. An annoyance. Adjective, causing irritation or annoyance. Troublesome. Vexatious. Bake. Noun, the act of cooking food by baking. Verb, with person as subject. To cook something in an oven. Kilo. Noun, in the international system of units, the base unit of mass. Conceived of as the mass of 1 liter of water, but now defined by taking the fixed numerical value of the Planck constant h to be 6.626070015 times 10 to 34 when expressed in units of kilogram. Operator m2. Operator s-1. Symbol. Kilogram. Dream. Noun, imaginary events seen in the mind while sleeping. Verb, to see imaginary events in one's mind while sleeping. Adjective, ideal, perfect. Constitution. Noun, the act or process of setting something up or establishing something, the composition or structure of such a thing, its makeup. Contains. Verb, to hold inside. Customers. Noun, a patron, a client, one who purchases or receives a product or service from a business or merchant, or intends to do so. Hits. Noun, a blow, a punch, a striking against, the collision of one body against another, the stroke that touches anything. Verb, heading, physical, to strike. Ink. Noun, a pigment, or dye-based fluid used for writing, printing etc. Verb, to apply ink to cover or smear with ink. Attractions. Noun, the tendency to attract. Environmental. Adjective, pertaining to the environment. Logical. Adjective, in agreement with the principles of logic. Arriving. Verb, to reach, to get to a certain place. Companies. Noun, a team, a group of people who work together professionally. Verb, to accompany, keep company with. Financier. Noun, a person who, as a profession, profits from large financial transactions. Verb, to carry out financial transactions. To finance something. Father. Noun, a, generally human, male who begets a child. Verb, to be a father to sire. Manger. Noun, a trough for animals to eat from. Alliance. Noun, the state of being allied. Verb, to connect or unite by alliance, to ally. Monkey. Noun, any member of the clade simiforms not also of the clade Hominoidea containing humans and apes, from which they are usually, but not universally, distinguished by smaller size, a tail, and cheek pouches. Verb, to meddle, to mess with. A. Noun, the name of the Latin script letter A. Menu. Noun, the details of the food to be served at a banquet. A bill of fare. Aunt. Noun, the sister or sister-in-law of one's parent. Executive. Noun, a chief officer or administrator, especially one who can make significant decisions on their own authority. Adjective, designed or fitted for execution, or carrying into effect. Millions. Noun, long and short scales. The cardinal number 1,000,000 to 106, 1,000,000. Guy. Noun, an effigy of a man burned on a bonfire on the anniversary of the gunpowder plot. the 5th of November. Verb, to exhibit an effigy of Guy Fawkes around the 5th of November. Gun. Noun, a device for projecting a hard object very forcefully. A firearm or cannon. Verb, with down, to shoot someone or something, usually with a firearm. Coordinated. Verb, to synchronize activities. Adjective, organized, working together, cooperating. Designers. Noun, a person who designs something, or who designs things as a profession. Announcer. Noun, one who makes announcements. Clear. Noun, full extent. Distance between extreme limits, especially the distance between the nearest surfaces of two bodies, or the space between walls. Verb, to remove obstructions, impediments or other unwanted items from. Adjective, transparent in color. Adverb, all the way, entirely. Introducing. Verb, of people, to cause someone to be acquainted with someone else. Calculations. Noun, the act or process of calculating. Loyal. Adjective, having or demonstrating undivided and constant support for someone or something. Guest. Noun, a recipient of hospitality, specifically someone staying by invitation at the house of another. Verb, to appear as a guest, especially on a broadcast. Exhibits. Noun, an instance of exhibiting. Verb, to display or show something for others to see, especially at an exhibition or contest. Keep. Noun, the main tower of a castle or fortress, located within the castle walls. Verb, to continue in a course or mode of action, not to intermit or fall from. To uphold or maintain. Difficult. Verb, to make difficult, to impede, to perplex. Adjective, hard, not easy, requiring much effort. Iced. Adjective, with ice added. Healthier. Adjective, enjoying health and vigor of body, mind, or spirit. Well. Breathed. Verb, to draw air into, inhale, and expel air from, exhale, the lungs in order to extract oxygen and excrete waste gases. Affairs. Noun, often in the plural, something which is done or is to be done. Business of any kind, commercial, professional, or public. Already. Adverb, prior to some specified time, either past, present, or future. By this time, previously. Food. Noun, any solid substance that can be consumed by living organisms, especially by eating, in order to sustain life. Any more. Adverb, in negative or interrogative constructions, from a given time onwards, longer, again. Fresh. Noun, a rush of water, along a river or onto the land. A flood. Verb, commercial fishing, to pack fish loosely on ice. Adjective, newly produced or obtained. Recent. Adverb, recently, just recently, most recently. Ants. Noun, any of various insects in the family Formicidae in the order Hymenoptera, typically living in large colonies composed almost entirely of flightless females. Verb, to rub insects, especially ants, on one's body, perhaps to control parasites or clean feathers. Competence. Noun, the quality or state of being competent, i.e. able or suitable for a general role. Fourth. Noun, not used in the plural, the person or thing in the fourth position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 4. Characterized. Verb, to depict someone or something a particular way, often negative. Grade. Noun, a rating. Verb, to assign scores to the components of an academic test. Ironing. Verb, to pass an iron over clothing or some other item made of cloth, in order to remove creases. Noun, the act of pressing clothes with an iron. Large. Noun, an old musical note, equal to 2 longas, 4 breves, or 8 semibreves. Adjective, of considerable or relatively great size or extent. Adverb, before the wind. Girlfriend. Noun, a female partner in an unmarried romantic relationship. Circumstances. Noun, that which attends, or relates to, or in some way affects, a fact or event, an attendant thing or state of things. Cat. Noun, an animal of the family Felidae. Verb, to hoist the anchor by its ring so that it hangs at the cathead. Gear. Noun, equipment or paraphernalia, especially that used for an athletic endeavor. Verb, to provide with gearing, to fit with gears in order to achieve a desired gear ratio. Adjective, great or fantastic. Midwife. Noun, a person, usually a woman, who is trained to assist women in childbirth, but who is not a physician. Verb, to act as a midwife. Divine. Noun, one skilled in divinity, a theologian. Adjective, of or pertaining to a god. Insight. Noun, a sight or view of the interior of anything. A deep inspection or view. Introspection, frequently used with into. Analogy. Noun, a relationship of resemblance or equivalence between two situations, people, or objects, especially when used as a basis for explanation or extrapolation. Blushed. Verb, to become red in the face, and sometimes experience an associated feeling of warmth, especially due to shyness, shame, excitement, or embarrassment. Diagrams. Noun, a plan, drawing, sketch or outline to show how something works, or show the relationships between the parts of a whole. Verb, to represent or indicate something using a diagram. Advocate. Noun, someone whose job is to speak for someone's case in a court of law. A counsel. Verb, to plead in favor of, to defend by argument, before a tribunal or the public, to support, vindicate, or recommend publicly. Fed. Noun, a federal government officer or official, especially FBI, CIA, NSA, ATF, and DIA agents. Host. Noun, one which receives or entertains a guest, socially, commercially, or officially. Verb, to perform the role of a host. Blonde. Noun, a pale yellowish, golden brown color, especially set of hair color. Adjective, of a bleached or pale golden, light yellowish color. Adjective, especially of a woman, stupid, ignorant, naive. Communicate. Verb, to impart. Candidate. Noun, a person who is running in an election. Verb, to stand as a candidate for an office, especially a religious one. Auction. Noun, a public event where goods or property are sold to the highest bidder. Verb, to sell at an auction. Difficult. Verb, to make difficult, to impede, to perplex. Adjective, hard, not easy, requiring much effort. Nephew. Noun, a son of one's sibling, brother-in-law, or sister-in-law, either a son of one's brother, fraternal nephew, or a son of one's sister, sororal nephew. Literature. Noun, the body of all written works. Breed. Noun, all animals or plants of the same species or subspecies. Verb, to produce offspring sexually, to bear young. Disgrace. Noun, the condition of being out of favor, loss of favor, regard, or respect. Verb, to put someone out of favor, to bring shame or ignominy upon. Mouse. Noun, any small rodent of the genus Mus. Verb, to move cautiously or furtively, in the manner of a mouse. The rodent, frequently used in the phrasal verb to mouse around. Information. Noun, that which resolves uncertainty, anything that answers the question of what a given entity is. Heels. Noun, the rear part of the foot, where it joins the leg. Noun, the act of inclining or canting from a vertical position. A cant. Noun, high-heeled shoes. Bank. Noun. An institution where one can place and borrow money and take care of financial affairs. Verb. To deal with a bank or financial institution, or for an institution to provide financial services to a client. Bigger. Adjective. Of great size, large. Verb. To make or become bigger. Device. Noun. Any piece of equipment made for a particular purpose, especially a mechanical or electrical one. Charismatic. Noun. A member of the charismatic movement. Adjective. Of, related to, or having charisma. Agriculture. Noun. The art or science of cultivating the ground, including the harvesting of crops, and the rearing and management of livestock. Choreographer. Noun. A person who choreographs. Founders. Noun. One who founds or establishes, especially said of a company, project, organization. State. Noun. The iron worker in charge of the blast furnace and the smelting operation. Noun. A severe laminitis of a horse, caused by untreated internal inflammation in the hooves. Verb. Of a ship. To fill with water and sink. Insure. Verb. To make a pledge to someone. To promise, guarantee, someone of something, to assure. Great. Noun. A person of major significance. Accomplishment or acclaim. Adjective. Relatively large in scale, size, extent, number, i.e. having many parts or members. Or duration, i.e. relatively long, very big. Adverb. Very well. In a very satisfactory manner. Interjection. Expression of gladness and content about something. Explanatory. Adjective. Intended to serve as an explanation. Layer. Noun. A single thickness of some material covering a surface. Verb. To cut or divide something into layers. Gamer. Noun. A person who plays any kind of game. Gatekeeper. Noun. A person or group who controls access to something or somebody. Connect. Verb. Of an object. To join. To another object. To attach. Or to be intended to attach or capable of attaching. To another object. Formation. Noun. Something possessing structure or form.